Pieprasījums pēc saules paneļu sistēmām strauji turpina pieaug. Pretstatā Latvijai, kurā ir iestājies neliels apjukums, ko tad darīt? Uzstādīt saules paneļus vai nē?
Another aspect is the security of energy. A client can win a lot in the winter energy price.
Kādi ir šie viedie risinājumi, ko viņš jums var piedāvāt ziemā, kad saule enerģiju neražo?
That in the previous winter I have won about €300 per all winter. The Nord Pool controller that is checking the market price, and even when there's a very big price, you can even sell from your battery to the grid.
Nedomāsim par hibrīdajām sistēmām tikai kontekstā saules paneļu plus akumulātoru.
I bought it with 10 cents and I sold it with 35 cents. He can send signals to the boiler to start heating when the price is down and stop heating when the price is high.
Es zinu, ka jūsu ģimenē ir arī elektroauto. Tad varbūt nedaudz pastāst, kā tad notiek šī uzlāde un viņa izmantošana ikdienā.
You can drive for €2 per 100 kilometers. When with diesel it is at least €12.
Sveiciens visiem, kas nespēja ielikt neto uzskaites sistēmā un uzstādīt saules paneļus, bet grib to vēl izdarīt, tad šis video ir domāts tieši jums, jo kā karsts kartupelis tiek viļāta tēma, ka jaunās neto norēķinu sistēmas ietvaros saules paneļus uzstādīt nav izdevīgi. Šodien mēs šo mītu apgāzīsim, un kur gan labāk to izdarīt, ja ne pie mūsu kaimiņiem Igauņiem, kas ir soli priekšā mums. Vēl vairāk uzkrāt tīklā kilovatstundas, viņiem nav bijusi iespēja nekad, tomēr pieprasījums pēc saules paneļu sistēmām strauji turpina pieaug. Pretstatā Latvijai, kurā ir iestājies neliels apjukums, ko tad darīt? Uzstādīt saules paneļus vai nē? Tad šodien aprunāsim visu par un ap saules paneļu sistēmām, kā tās izvēlēties, ja tīklā kilovatstundas uzkrāt vairs nevar. Esam uzaicinājuši uz sarunu mūsu draugu Danielu no KH Energy, lai aprunātos par šo tēmu.
Sveiki, Paipa! I'm very happy to be here today, and I every day work in KH Energy as a project manager for solar panel installations and a client consultant.
Kāds tad ir vidējais fiksētais tarifs par 1 kilovatstundu Igaunijā un no kā sastāv elektrības rēķins?
If you have a fixed tariff for electricity, then it can vary from around 12 to 15 cents per kilowatt hour, but most of the clients are using, I think, the Nord Pool price for their tariff. The delivery cost, it is a little bit dependent of how much you use per month. It can vary from 4 to 8 cents. And there also is a monthly cost if you have a higher consumption. Delivery fee includes also the tax for electricity and the fixed cost for amperage. So averagely, I would say the total kilowatt hour cost comes between 15 and 20 cents in Estonia.
Saka, ko tad domā Igauņi? Kas notiks nākotnē ar elektrības cenām? Kāpēc tad turpina šis pieprasījums pēc saules paneļiem pieaugt?
I think Estonians have a very big interest in solar systems right now because first the market is sort of unstable because of many reasons in the world, and the price has been very high previously, and many people also fear that it might happen again. And another aspect is the security of energy. In case of grid failure, they want to have electricity in their house, and that's why in very big demand are hybrid systems with batteries in Estonia. We also have a government grant at the moment that covers up to 50% of the install cost, of the total cost. That's why there's a very big interest in the market for solar panels in Estonia right now.
Latvijā mēs bieži dzirdam argumentu, ka nav vērts uzstādīt saules paneļus, jo nākotnē pēc 2-3 gadiem elektrības cenas kritīsies. Kā tas ir Igaunijā? Ko Igauņi par to domā?
The electricity price, it might fall in the future, but not in the very near future, I think. For example, we have the connection, S-Link connection cables that connect all the Baltic market to Finland, where there is cheap nuclear energy. But those cables have problems constantly, and one of them has not been working for half a year already. And not to mention that there are certain ships that cross the Baltic Sea with their anchor in the bottom, and they can damage cables. That has already happened, and that is further proof that you need to be secure. It is better to install your own system for a home. As for energy price, I also see that there are plans to build a nuclear plant in Estonia as well, but this will not happen in the nearest 10-20 years maybe. So at the moment I don't see that energy prices would fall significantly. Of course, we have a lot of solar development, also some very big projects that might bring down the price, but this is still not so certain because the storing of energy is not solved, and that's a further argument to install a system with batteries to your home to be not dependent on the volatile energy price that is zero at the day and very high in the evening.
Tad varbūt pirms mēs ejam tālāk un runājam par to, kā tad pareizi izvēlēties un projektēt šo te hibrīdo saules paneļu sistēmu, parunāsim par to, kā tad notiek šī te elektrības pirkšana un pārdošana saskaņā ar biržas cenām. Jo Latvijā ir noteikti šis te universālais pakalpojums, kas paredz to, ka elektrības iepirkējs nedrīkst noteikt zemāku cenu par konkrētās dienas un stundas Nord biržas cenu ar samazinājumu 2 eiro centi, un šī iepirkuma cena nekad nedrīkst būt zemāka par 0 eiro centiem. Ir mums arī otrs piedāvājums pašlaik tirgū, tas ir fiksētais tarifs. Varbūt pastāst, kāds ir Igaunija.
In Estonia, when the Nord Pool market price is under zero, then you lose money because everything is counted exactly as the price is. On top of that, you also have the fixed tariff that you pay to the operator that is buying your energy. For my personal account, I have 0.8 euro cents that I pay for each kilowatt hour that is bought from me. So if the price is zero, then I lose 0.8 euro cents per every kilowatt hour. And if it's negative, then I lose even more. But the price really hasn't been very deeply negative, so it is not a big, very big loss. It's just some cents. And you said that in Latvia you can sell energy for a fixed tariff. That is very good. In Estonia you don't get anything like that, at least for a private client. Maybe if you have a very big solar park and you sell 50 kilowatts or more every hour. But for a private, it's only possible to sell with the market price, and there is no lower bound. You just pay everything as the market price is.
Tāda tā kā pretrunu ar visu to, kad es dzirdu, ka jūs tomēr esat nedaudz sliktākā pozīcijā kā mēs saistībā ar šo te elektrības pārdošanu, vienalga šis te pieprasījums pēc saules paneļu sistēmām pieaug. Un mēs Latvijā tomēr, kā tu teici, ar šo fiksēto tarifu esam pat kaut kādā labākā pozīcijā. Kādi ir tie būtiskākie jautājumi, kurus tu uzdod klientiem, kur vēlas uzstādīt saules paneļu sistēmas? Kas ir tas būtiskais, kas ir jāņem vērā?
First, we have to ask from the client what is their consumption and what is the pattern of the consumption. How much do they consume in the summer and how much in the winter? And if it's more in the winter or more in the summer. And if the bigger consumption is in the summer, then I can offer a smaller system with a smaller battery. Then I usually offer them a battery in a size that it would cover half a day of a summer. And if the consumption is bigger in the winter, then I can offer them a bigger system that would also produce enough energy in the spring and autumn. And for the winter, the battery should cover at least half a day of the winter consumption. In that way, you can charge the battery with a Nord Pool cheaper price at night and during the day. And usually there are 2 cycles. Once you fill the battery in the night and use it in the morning, and usually per day there is a second price drop in the market, and you fill the battery up again and use it in the evening. A client can win a lot in the winter energy price as well. For example, my own system at home, I calculated that in the previous winter I have won about 300 euros per all winter, because I was using cheaper Nord Pool price to charge my battery and used it when the price was higher.
Tad tu atbildēji uz ļoti būtisku jautājumu, kas ir tas sasāpējušākais jautājums no mūsu klientiem. Ko tad man baterijas dos ziemā, kad saule enerģiju neražo? Ziemā mēs izmantojam šo te biržas cenu un sev izdevīgākajā brīdī lādējam šos akumulatorus ar Nord Pool kontroliera palīdzību.
Yes, this is very important part of the system is the Nord Pool controller that is checking the market price for every day. And it is creating a pattern when to charge the battery, when to use the battery, and even when there's a very big price, very high in 1 hour, you can even sell from your battery to the grid and earn a lot of money in that way as well. Also in Estonia, we have such option that you can use the grid balancing signals. And you can give your battery for the use of the grid balancing algorithm. And when you do that, then you can win even a lot more from your battery. For example, you have even bigger battery than your consumption needs are.
Tas būtiskais, ko es sadzirdēju no tevis, ir pirms jūs griežaties pie jebkurā saules paneļu sistēmu tirgotāja Latvijā, noteikti nebaidieties viņiem un uzdodiet šos te jautājumus, kādi ir šie te viedie risinājumi, ko viņš jums var piedāvāt ziemā, kad saule enerģiju neražo, kā tad uzlādēt šos te akumulatorus, lai jūs spētu nodrošināt lielo ziemas elektrības patēriņu, piemēram, jo jums ir gaisa ūdens siltumsūknis. Kādus Nord Pool kontrolierus jūs izmantojat Igaunijā? Kā tiek instalēta šī sistēma? Es saprotu, ka šo kontrolieri pieslēdz klāt pie invertoru, un kas tad ir tie saucamie labumi, ko mēs no viņa varam dabūt ārā kā lietotājs?
In Estonia, we offer two types from two different producers. Let's start with Kilowatt. Kilowatt is a really powerful tool, actually. It requires a little bit more work in the beginning from the user and from the installer. You have to set your profiles and you have to create some timer tables and you have to create some algorithms that you want your system to follow. And for some time you have to observe the results. But there is a lot of options in there if you want to tweak something and change something. You can set price limits from which it starts selling to the grid. You can charge your battery with a smaller price at every point of the day. You can choose how many hours you want your battery to be charged. And you can even set the power of the battery charging. You can set it to whatever you need. Also, Kilowatt is able to manage other devices like your air-to-water heat pump or your boiler. He can send signals to the boiler to start heating when the price is down and stop heating when the price is high. So it can create a very efficient system. This device also has a small fixed fee that you have to pay, but it's only €2.50 per month, and the benefit is very big that you can get. So if you want to have a very tailor-made system, then Kilowatt is a very good option for that. Second that we offer is called MarketDroid. And MarketDroid is a fully automatic system that is very easy to set up. You just connect to your home network and it just takes over your inverter management. It starts managing it automatically according to the Nord Pool price. The downside is that with MarketDroid you cannot change the algorithm. It is computed every day automatically. If you want something different, then you have to contact the supplier. They can change the algorithm, but you cannot do that yourself. There are manual modes for MarketDroid that you can use. For example, you know that you will have a big storm coming and you want to keep your battery full, then you can select this regime to keep your battery 100%. Or you see that you don't use your battery and the price is very high and you want to sell everything out, you can do that. but you always have to end this regime manually. So both of these systems, they are working according to the Nord Pool price. They read the price from the market that is published every day for the next day. They read the price and then they adjust the logic for the next day according to what pattern you have made in kilowatt, or just fully automatically in market rate. But the results are that you win in your energy consumption price. The winnings can be pretty big, depending on your consumption. The more you consume, the bigger the winning will be. For market rate, I forgot to mention that the monthly fee is a lot higher, and it depends on the size of the battery. For example, when you have 20 kilowatt hour battery, the fixed fee is 20 euros per month, which seems like a lot, but the market rate themselves, they say that they ask 1/3 of what you win with their system. Your winning will be 100 euros per month. They take 30% of that. When you want to intervene, when you want to tweak your system, then kilowatt is actually a really powerful and good system to use. It just requires some attention.
Šiem te viedajiem risinājumiem ir iespējams updateot savus sistēmas, jo nedomāsim par hibrīdajām sistēmām tikai kontekstā saules paneļu plus akumulātori, bet domāsim par to, kādi ir šie te patērētāji jūsu mājā un kādā veidā ar šiem Nord Pool kontrolieriem jūs varat vēl ekonomēt un ietaupīt šo te elektrības patēriņu, tā kā ilgtermiņā. Iepriekš tātad teicu, ka viena no iespējām ziemā ir uzlādēt savus mājsaimniecības akumulātorus par iespējamu labāko biržas cenu. Un tad kaut kādā brīdī, kad biržā šī cena ir īpaši augsta, no šiem akumulātoriem pārdot enerģiju, tātad elektroenerģijas iepirkējiem. Saki, vai tiešām cilvēki to izmanto?
Yes, of course. It is done even a lot because sometimes the price can get very high for an hour or two, and just before that at night maybe the price is low. Even today I have market rate at home, and it's a cloudy day. There's not much of sun, and the price this morning was more than 35 cents per kilowatt hour at 8 o'clock in the morning, but at night it was under 10 cents. So market rate decided to fill up my battery 5 o'clock in the morning and sell it empty 8 o'clock in the morning. And I won. I bought it with 10 cents and I sold it with 35 cents. So it was still profitable, 25 cents per kilowatt hour. It doesn't happen a lot, but you can do that, especially when you have a battery that is too big for your own consumption.
Varbūt pastāstīja, es zinu, kā arī tev mājsaimniecībā ar saules paneļu sistēmu, cik jaudīgi ir šie te saules paneļi, cik ietilpīgi ir šie te akumulātori, kāds ir tavs gada vidējais patēriņš, kāds tas ir ziemā, vasarā, kā tu visu šo sistēmu izmanto savā labā.
Yes, I have a system at home. I have 11 kilowatts of solar panels, and I have 28 kilowatt hours of battery. The solar panels are in 2 strings. I don't have a very good roof, so I have half of the solar panels on the ground frame catching the morning sun and half on the roof catching the evening sun. My consumption is very big, in summer around 1000 kilowatt hours per month, and in winter about 2500, some months even 3000 when it was really cold. That's partly because I also have an electric car that I charge from home mostly. And I can be totally autonomous from the grid about 4 months, from end of April until September. And the rest of the time I very much use the Nord Pool price controlling to benefit from my big battery. The battery is 28 kilowatt hours. It is approximately half of the size of my car battery, which is 60 kilowatt hours. So in the summer, even when I'm not home, my house battery will be full from the sun, and in the evening I come home with electric car and I can charge it from the house battery to the car battery if I want to. And in the winter, 28 kilowatt hours is maybe a little small even, but I can at least twice a day charge it full and use it in those peak hours. I charge it full at night when the price is smaller in the market, and use it in the morning when the price is higher. And also usually in the afternoon the price is lower. I charge the battery full again and use it in the evening to cover the energy cost. I think that in the long run I want to add some more solar panels and some more battery to have a perfect system that would cover my needs even more.
Viena no lietām, ar ko mums nāks saskarties kā uzņēmumam, ir tāda bāža par to, ka, teiksim, vasarā, kad saules paneļi ļoti labi ražo, paliek pāri kaut kādā daļa elektroenerģijas, kurus tad mēs pārdodam tīklā, un ja biržā šī cena ir ļoti zema, tad sanāk, ka mēs faktiski uzdāvinām tīklam šo savu saražoto elektrību. Varbūt tu vari iekomentēt nedaudz par šo situāciju, kā tu redzi un ko tu saki saviem klientiem par šo.
Well, yes, first of all, you have to dimension your system like this, that you use most of it yourself, and together with the battery it is possible. In the summer you just save in the battery everything you can and use it in the evening when you have bigger consumption. And even if you do have too much energy, then the Nord Pool controller will manage that, and if the price is negative it will stop producing. It will just cover your own consumption and not produce too much that you have anything to give to the grid. The problem in the summer is not very relevant, because mostly you want production in the spring, in the autumn, when you use heating in the house, and I would say if possible you can put as big system as you can to cover your need when you need energy more. The prices of the batteries have also come down significantly, so it's not anymore so big. It used to be very high, but I think it's very reasonable now, and it's possible to buy the battery in parts. You can buy them in modules and increase later if you want to have a bigger battery. That is what I am planning to do. Because right now for my own system I am using most of it, but only in May and June and July maybe I have something that is staying over. If I increase the battery, then I can better choose when I sell it to the grid, for example. Because during the day the price might be very, very down, but in the evening it always is 10 cents, 15 cents. Yeah. When you have a bigger battery, then you can not sell anything during the day, fill up your battery, and you can sell everything in the evening, and you can still earn very well with that.
Es zinu, ka jūsu ģimenē ir arī elektroauto. Tad varbūt nedaudz pastāst, kā jūs nonācāt pie šī lēmuma iegādāties to elektroauto, un kā tad notiek šī te uzlāde un viņa izmantošana ikdienā?
Yes, electric cars came to our life when the war started, because we drive a lot. We take our children to school and back, and we live out from Tallinn. So per every day at least 100 kilometers. Some days 150 kilometers. When the diesel price went up over 2 euros per liter, then I noticed that I spent 600 euros per month just for diesel. And I thought that this is not normal. And the solution was electric car, because when you have electric car, you can drive at least 3 or 4 times cheaper. When you charge it at home, you can charge with the Nord Pool market price as well. You can control the charging to the cheapest hours, and you can drive for 2 euros per 100 kilometers, when with diesel it is at least 12 euros. So that was just a financial aspect at first. But now when I have driven electric cars for more than 2 years, I also like everything else about it. The instant acceleration, the lack of noise, the it's just very comfortable way to drive, and we enjoy it. Another aspect is also the range. That at first we had a smaller car with a smaller battery in the beginning, and the range was low, and that's why we also had a second car that works on diesel to make longer trips with all the family. Yeah. We have a cheaper diesel car now and a more expensive electric car now, because our daily drives every day, those 150 kilometers we do on electricity, and only longer trips on diesel. This is very, very sustainable way for our family. We charge mostly at home, and it is very cheap because we also have solar. I can charge straight from the sun when I arrive earlier, and if not, then I have a home battery that I can charge the car from. And if there's not enough in the battery or from the sun, then I use the grid, cheapest hours in the grid. Of course, when you have to charge in the public chargers, then the price is higher. If you look at the benefit, then it is biggest when you can mostly charge at home. And you choose an electric car, then you should see how much you really drive every day. When you drive 100 kilometers a day, then actually even a used car with a small battery, maybe 40 kilowatt hours, is enough for each day. You do your drive, you come home, you charge at night. Mm-hmm. That is the cheapest way to move around, actually. And we also have the tax for the car tax coming up in Estonia, and of course for diesel old cars it is very high, and for electric cars it is very small. So it is even more a reason to choose electric car. My children don't want to drive the diesel anymore because they say it stinks. They just want to go to the electric always.
Paldies, Daniel, ka šodien atradi laiku, lai tiktos ar mums un parunātos visu par un ap hibrīdajām saules paneļu sistēmām. Bet ar jums visiem tiekamies nākamajos video, kur parunāsim visu par un ap off-grid saules paneļu sistēmām, jo es zinu, ka arī tās ir ļoti svarīgas, īpaši tiem, kuriem nav pieejas tīkla pieslēguma. Sekojiet mums www.energymaster.lv un tiekamies!